Hello, everybody. It's me, the excellent reviewer, and it's time to talk about the second day of the New Japan Cup. So, in our first match, we had the young lion Gabriel Kidd up against Taiji Ishimori. Gabriel Kidd, of course, is representing the LA Dojo, and Taiji Ishimori representing Bullet Club. So, you know, uh, pretty solid match. Kidd starts off. He starts off the match by technically out wrestling Ishimori using his young lion training that he has received. But early on, Gabe tries to go for the world's deadliest submission ever, the Boston Crab, but Ishimori gets to the ropes before being thrown on the outside by Ishimori himself. It doesn't take long for Ishimori to start, doing dirty tricks like raking the back and, poking the eyes and stuff like that. And apparently, John Cena, yes, John Cena was in the crowd tonight because Ishimori goes to the top and he starts trying to get John Cena to get into the match. He starts, taunting and cheering, but as he goes off, he jumps. He jumps, and as soon as he jumps, that's when he's met with a drop kick by Gabriel Kidd. And best part of the match was when Ishimori he goes for a Hurricane Rana on the top rope, but Gabriel Kidd catches him, and he turns it into the world's deadliest submission, the Boston Crab. Um, Gabriel Kidd, he is the only representative of the LA Dojo because I don't know how he managed to find himself in Japan, but he did. None of the other young lions from LA are currently present in the New Japan Cup just because there are travel bans, and Gabriel Kidd finds himself in Japan while the others are here in America. Gabriel ends up getting put in a label lock type submission. I think it was the label lock by Ishimori, and taps out with Ishimori moving on to the second round. Of course, these young lions, they're not going to ever move past the first round, but it's good to see them get their experience in with the veterans, and maybe one of these days they'll manage to pick up a win. But as for it being today, it was not today. After that, we have Yuji Uemura up against Kanemaru Yoshinobu. Backwards, forwards, wherever you want to say it. So, Uemura, straight off the bell, takes the fight to Kanemaru because yesterday, in the tag match, Kanemaru hit Uemura with a bottle of whiskey. Didn't forget that. At first, Uemura, he doesn't let Kanemaru breathe for 1 second. He's just on him like snap, 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 snap. Just constantly on him. Before Kanemaru finds the best way to deal with that is beating the shit out of him. Kanemaru starts kicking Uemura in the face, and he starts firing the young lion up for his eventual comeback. Uemura pulls out of his arsenal a springboard crossbody, which I've never seen a young lion do in all the time I've been watching New Japan Pro Wrestling. I've never seen them do a springboard crossbody, followed by a belly-to-belly suplex with a near fall. Now, maybe, just maybe, Uemura could be featured in the junior heavyweight division with arsenal like that. I just wonder what other maneuvers, if he can pull off a springboard crossbody, I wonder what other maneuvers he can pull off. So, Kanemaru throws the ref into Uemura, kicks Kanemaru. He kicks him a couple of times while the ref's back is turned. Kanemaru threatens to hit Uemura with the whiskey bottle. He's gonna do it. The ref catches him though, and in one of these shock and awe moments, Uemura nearly picks up the win. But, of course, Kanemaru goes to the top rope, hits his DDT, and moves on to the second round. But not before, of course, spilling some whiskey on Uemura as a final, final screw you. showing who is the pro and who is the rookie. After that, we had Roppongi 3K and Yoshihashi and Goto against LIJ. So Bushi and Sho, they start off the match with Sho quickly taking the lead. Tags were made by Goto, then Yoshihashi. They do some double team maneuvers on Bushi, which of course lead to LIJ ignoring all the rules and going straight after Chaos and start beating him, as ironically Chaos ensues. Sonata comes in and stretches the hell out of Yoshihashi before tagging in Shingo, who also decides that this is the moment to attack Sho, as the two will be facing each other on the 22nd, so he wants to get some good licks in. Yoshihashi gets into a chop fest with Shingo, which really isn't the best idea. Shingo is a freaking beast. Have you seen the guy? He's jacked to the gills, and you want to go in a chop fest against him? Yeah, good luck with that. It goes as well as you could think it could go. Sho finally gets in, and he goes straight after Shingo, and they start, beating the hell out of each other. Sho, he manages to hit Shingo with a deadlift suplex. Impressive to watch. And both tag out as Yo and Bushi get into the match, and they start tearing it up before Goto gets tagged in and starts going straight after Bushi. But then he proceeds to get massacred by LIJ when all the members get into the ring and they attack Goto in the corner. Bushi goes for the MX. Chaos, again, ironically ensues, and as everyone gets fucked up, they do that spot where everyone does their finisher, and all that's left is Goto hitting the Yuji Goroshi and the Goto Revolution on Bushi and picks up the win for the team. Solid. It's New Japan Pro Wrestling. The tag matches are great. You're not gonna get anything better than these tag matches. Just really, really awesome, great match. After that, we have another segment of the Way of the Grand Master. Who is this mysterious person? I can't remember the last time. The only other time that I remember them doing something like this was with Switchblade, with Jay White. So I assume it's going to be someone that we know, someone that we forgot, but we're just going to have to wait and see who this Grandmaster character is. And like I said, maybe it's going to be at Dominion that we see the debut of the Grandmaster. So, if you aren't aware, New Japan now does this thing, and it's to be expected because we're living in an age almost post-COVID, where they take time, where they have an intermission, but they are spraying down and cleaning the whole entire ring and everything outside of the ring as well, because we're living in the semi-post-COVID era. I just thought that was something that was was unique that they're doing, but it makes sense, After the intermission, of course, we have Yuji Nagata against Minoru Suzuki, and boy, do I have a lot to say about this match. So, a good majority of the match for the first 5 minutes, it's just them slapping and hitting each other with forearms, back and forth. For the first 5 minutes, no wrestling whatsoever, just them forearms, slaps, forearms, slaps, forearms, slaps. You hear Suzuki, he just laughs. I love his laughter, by the way. Minoru Suzuki has the laughter of an angel. So he laughs off Nagata and his offense, and they start slugging it out. And one of the benefits, and I said this all the way back in my WrestleMania debut, my WrestleMania review, is the fact that with these empty arena shows, you can really hear the impact of all the shots. You can hear the slaps and the bangs. You really hear everything. You know, and Suzuki, he's one of the most badass people in the world. And today is actually his birthday, if I am not mistaken. Let's do a quick little Google search. Is it? Yes, today is his birthday. He is officially 52 years old, the big bad murder daddy. So today's his birthday, and he went up with one of the best in Yuji Nagata, the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion himself. So Nagata is, he's one to say that, no, I'm not going to be bullied. So he's all like, I'm going to stand toe to toe with you, Suzuki, which what he ended up doing. And, like I said, forearms, slaps, forearms, slaps, forearms, slaps. And, after a while, it could have been the whole entire match could have been just that, and it would have been great. But eventually, they do have to do some eventual wrestling as Suzuki finally does a wrestling move and gets Nagata into a leg lock. Nagata himself finds himself going out and rolls out of the ring. Suzuki pulls out a chair. The ref takes away the chair, and Suzuki finds a bucket to hit Nagata with, along with a water bottle. Move over Kalisto. Nagata's getting hit with a water bottle as well. So Suzuki, he gets the chair again, and the ref sees him. They play a little game of tug of war, and Suzuki pushes the ref along with the chair. And as the ref is down, he runs over to where Yuji Nagata is laying down. He's injured. He's hurt. He goes under the ring apron, pulls out another chair, and he whacks Nagata with it really hard. That's why I love Minoru Suzuki. He will always find different ways to cheat to win. Like, that's just, phenomenal. So they get back into the ring, and it's just Suzuki. He's beating the shit out of Nagata. These are old rivals fighting at Wrestle Kingdom. Old rivals. So Suzuki, he tries to go for a PK kick, penalty kick. But Nagata, at this point, is finally rallying back. Catches it. He does a couple of kicks himself before delivering a few PK kicks of his own. And Nagata is just, giving it to Suzuki, because Suzuki's like, come on, hit me with your best shot, and then kick. Nagata, he goes for an arm wrench, but that hit, it's in and of itself was a huge mistake, because the big bad murder daddy, he manages to put Nagata into a sleeper hold, and he nearly picks up the win as the referee, he's raising his hand, and down it goes. 1, raising his hand, down it goes. 2. One more time and that's it. But no, Nagata manages to stay alive. Suzuki puts on the sleeper hold again, tries to go for a gotch-style pile driver, but Nagata stops it. He says, no, this isn't going to be it. Suzuki goes for it again, and Nagata powers through the gotch-style pile driver. The two, once again, begin to slug it out. These are two guys who... Let's look up the age of Yuji Nagata, just so I get the ages right. Okay, both of these guys are 52 years old. Exact same age. They are 52 years old. And they are putting on a wrestling clinic, having the best match of the night. At their age, they're proving that age is nothing but a number. As, kicks, and slaps and forearms. And Nagata at one point had cut his mouth, so his teeth are, visibly bleeding. His whole mouth area is also visibly bleeding as well. And, it's just constant. And these two are 52 years old, and they're having the match of the night. That is amazing. They're just proving that age is nothing but a number. So it looks as though, like Minoru Suzuki is gonna try and pick up, a win, try to go after the because he likes to fake people out before getting them into the sleeper hold. But Nagata knows better, and as Suzuki tries to go for a sleeper hold, Nagata manages to get and surprise everyone with by hitting his signature back suplex with a bridge, and Nagata ends up picking up the victory and moves on to the second round. Just wow. What a phenomenal match. I was expecting Suzuki to go over. I honestly was, and just like as a fan of Minoru Suzuki, um, I thought he was gonna go over, but Nagata, he proved me wrong, and that's a good thing because Nagata he was phenomenal in this match, phenomenal. Like I said, match of the night, match of the night. But like it was just awesome, awesome match. And now we get to the main event. The main event, Okada versus Gedo. Now this is a match that has been in the making for years. Ever since Gedo turned on Okada to side with Jay White and Bullet Club. So Gedo comes out to the ring with a sling on, and he's obviously trying to play off the fact that he won't be able to compete. He won't be able to compete tonight. He's injured. His arm is hurt. And then here comes Okada, not buying any of his bullshit. And so they tell him, okay, take off the sling. And Gedo doesn't want to. So he's all like, okay. So he starts to take off the sling. And, all of a sudden, boom, there's a can of spray. But before he has any chance to spray it in Okada grabs him by the hand, and down goes the bottle. And so Red Shoes sees that, well, Gato's good to go. Let's start the match. The bell rings. First thing that Gato does is he lies straight on the floor. He's like, come on, pin me. I don't want this punishment. Just go ahead and pin me. And so Gato, just laying there, and Okada, but he knows something is up. So Okada tries to go down to pin him, and you can tell that Gato, as soon as Okada was near enough, he was going to try to roll him up for a win. But Okada was like, I got you, and he starts kicking it, starts putting the beating on to Gato. And Gato, this guy, he is attracted to weapons because, my God, he pulled out so many weapons. He had a pair of brass knucks. Okada, threatened to hit him with it before taking it off. And he had taped on his side a wrench. Or he said it looked like a wrench. Takes the tape off, and he starts hitting Okada with the wrench. And he starts working Okada with the wrench. He starts, and beating the shit out of Okada. He's working on Okada's stomach, that area. Gato also steals the timekeeper table. Guess where he hits Okada with? He hits Okada straight in the gut with it. Gets a chair. Attacks Okada again and again. The majority of this match was Okada getting his ass handed to him. But there are moments sprinkled throughout the match where Okada himself ends up, starts to get, offense in as well. But once again, Gato grabs the ring hammer and hits Okada with it. Like I said, this guy, he gets his hands on weapons like Sonic gets his hand on rings. Just like he's attracted to it. Okada, he finally is able to rally back when Gato goes to attack Okada in the turnbuckle, and Okada reverses that attack into a neck breaker. Okada gets thrown into the ref, which allows Gato to hit Okada with a low blow. Gato has another pair of brass knucks that are hidden on the side of the ring, and he hits Okada with it, uses Gato clutch, and nearly gets the victory. But kicks out. Gato himself goes for the Blade Runner, but Okada manages to escape, tries for a drop kick, but he himself misses. When Gato, once again attracted to weapons, gets some more brass knucks, Okada rallies. He manages to hit Gato with a drop kick followed by his patented tombstone. And almost as instantly as he starts to get, traction, Okada, he puts Gato into this arm lock that we haven't seen, or at least I haven't seen before, and he manages to tap Gato out in a short amount of time. And Okada moves on to the next round. And I guess the story that they were trying to tell was that Gato really needs to cheat to win, and he needs to go through all his dirty tactics. And if it was just a straight up wrestling match, it would be Okada winning. Okada would win straight away. And, I was, fine with that. Because we all knew that Gato was going to lose. And that this was the opportunity for Okada to try to get back on track. And with that, night two of the New Japan Cup has concluded. And so far, with the official brackets, the next time that the New Japan Cup will be on NJPW World will be the 22nd. And we have Hiroshi Tanahashi against Taichi, Kota Ibushi against Zack Sabre Jr., Ryusuke Taguchi against Sanada, and Sho against Shingo Takagi. The ones so far that are moving on to the next round, to round two, is going to be Togi Makabe, and he will be taking on Tomohiro Ishii, which is going to be a battle for the century. Those two have had amazing matches, and it's going to be a battle for the century. After that, we have Toru Yano going up against Hiromu Takahashi. That is going to be very interesting in the second round. Who knows what's going on with that. And we have Okada taking on Yuji Nagata. That will also be an interesting match. Is the Rainmaker going to be the one to try and derail the comeback that is Yuji Nagata? Because Nagata could possibly come back for one more reign. It is possible. He's won the New Japan Cup before. And he's won the G1 Climax before. Why not one last final run with the double titles? That could be something worth watching, in my opinion. But I'm just a Yuji Nagata fan. And for the second day of action, we will be having Kanemaru against Taiji Ishimori. For the second round, that takes place on the 24th. And yes, that is what is coming up in the New Japan Cup. It's shaping up already to be an interesting New Japan Cup. And so far, I'm liking it, especially with that match, Yuji Nagata against Suzuki. Phenomenal match. The other match that was really great was Honma Tomoaki against Hiromu, as well as Ishii and El Desperado. These matches are phenomenal, and they're doing great jobs. So do me a favor, let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to win the New Japan Cup? I have two guesses. If you haven't heard me say them already, they are, of course, it's either going to be, in my opinion, Shingo or Sanada. Shingo or Sanada, either of those two I can get behind completely winning the New Japan Cup. Let me know who you guys think is going to win the New Japan Cup in the comments section below. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Be safe out there, you guys. And, this has been Samuel V, aka The Excellent Reviewer, and I will see you all as soon as I can with the next round of the New Japan Cup. Goodbye and good night. Bang!